Runeterra is on the brink of madness. Cities waging war for political power, military might, and inventions to bring new, sadistic ways of conquering others. But fear not. Revolution is in the air, and our four unlikely allies are leading the way into a new age of prosperity. Listening to their journey as they explore this land and all it has to offer. Will they gain enough alliances to make a real change in the world? Or will a single leader's lust for limitless power be their eventual downfall? So, you are just outside the Immortal Bastion. You hear the sound of a crowd. It is early afternoon, so think like 3 o'clock-ish.
Have we rested at all or anything like that? Or have we kind of just spoken to Swain and the rest of it and carried on?
That's literally all you've done. You have been told to make your way to a pub, the label of which is the Black Rose.
Cool, so we've been given the gold by Swain, told to go to the Black Rose, and then there's a crowd in between.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, interesting. We've got some rabble up ahead. Can we...
What's going on there?
Yeah, have a look.
Have a look.
Let's go have a nose. I mean, we're in the bus here. I mean, Noxus, wherever we are.
Get that wrong.
So you made your way through the streets. Again, they all look the same to you. Like, there's no discerning features between one street or another. But you make your way towards the sound. The sound does get gradually louder. And you start to smell the aromas of fresh bread and some fresh fruit and veg as you head towards it as well. And you turn a corner and suddenly you are in a very large market square. You see 2 or 3 stalls. You see the bread stall that you smell and the fruit and veg stall. And a couple of others selling stuff, small stuff like pottery and general household goods. And you also see a couple of shops that are built into the stonework of the Noxian walls. There's one with the anvil and blade crossing each other. There is one that's just got a chest plate built into it. And there's one that's really old looking. It's kind of falling apart. You recognise it almost as like a bookshop type thing from what you can see. And there's one that is just awash with colour. It stands out so glaringly obvious against the black stone. It's got yellows, it's got reds, it's got oranges, it's got twirly things, it's got things that are making noises, it's got bubbles coming out of it. And that is at the very far end. And that is being completely ignored by the entire crowd. It's like everyone is stepping away from it and around it.
What's the shiny place?
Yeah, shiny things.
At the very far end of the market square, like the other end to you guys, you see the Colosseum. You see the Noxus Arena. And every now and then you hear roars of applause or boos coming from the arena as well. It's kind of like the Colosseum from Rome. That's the sort of feeling you get from that. That is pretty much all you see so far. You do see a couple of taverns on the right and a couple on the left as well. There's one on the left that has attracted a very large crowd. Where would you like to go first?
I want to go to the blacksmith-looking place.
Okay. As you get closer to it, you see its name is called Doran's Blades and Shields, the finest iron this side of Drakengate.
Yeah, I want to go in and see if they've got any, swords.
Yeah. So you go in. It is an empty shop. As you go in, the bell above the door clings and a person comes out. Like, hello, my good man. How are you today? You come to Doran's, I give you blades. What can I help you with today?
I want a bigger sword.
That is completely fair. What do you have right now?
I have a short sword.
Good short sword, a good short sword. So you're looking for a longer than a short sword?
Yeah.
How about a long sword?
To deal more damage.
I can give you a long sword, good sir. Let's have a look. And he pulls out a tape measure, and he lifts your main arm, which I presume is your right arm. Starts measuring it out. He measures your fingers, he measures your thumb, he measures your palm to the end of your finger. You know I have the perfect device for you. Come this way, come this way. And he goes behind the counter. He opens one of the cupboards at the back. It's sort of like, you know, when you go to a shop and buy cigarettes. None of you might actually, but you're aware the door's behind it and they pull it out.
Yeah.
You just see a row of swords, and they're all different lengths. But you can distinctly see the difference between short sword and a long sword. There's this one, you know what? This one is perfect for you. I think this one is grand. You want this one?
How much is this one?
This one for you is, 350. I give you this for 350.
Can I make a check to see if the blade's any good, etc.?
Yeah, do an insight check.
Okay, I rolled a 4, so I know nothing.
It
a
looks
sword.
It's sharp. It looks sharp. It's probably slightly sharper than a butter knife. But as far as you're aware, it's of good quality steel.
Oh god.
You suspect Doran's? Doran's only provides the best blades. My name is not Doran, my name is Raphael, but I work for Doran's and Blades. For 6 years I work here in Noxus. I give you the best sword. If these swords are good enough for the Noxian army, they're good enough for you, sir. I promise you.
If I buy this sword and it turns out to be a dud, I'm gonna come back and smash it over your head.
I mean, that's a bit aggressive, if I'm completely honest, but that's okay. You know, I like you, so that's okay. 350 for that. Please don't try to in the head, though. I have a wife and kids, you know. I have a house to feed, you know.
Okay, I'll change my statement. I'll come back and I will destroy everything in this building.
I mean, you're kind of making me not want to sell you the sword now, sir. I mean, why you do this to poor Raphael? I mean, you know, I'm just trying to. You're a customer. I give customer service. Okay, you know. Do you want the sword or no?
Okay, I'll buy the sword.
Okay, 350, please, sir. I will take it all in cash, thank you. We don't do credit here.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, 350. We will move to Laura then.
I will probably follow into the armory, actually.
Okay. And you, my lady, what can I provide you today? You seem like a very nice lady. You seem good. What can I provide for you?
Oh, thank you. I could do with some sort of blade. I haven't got one. I've got my crossbow, but I've realised that there might be more fighting in my journey than I expected, and if I'm up close with someone, I will be in a bit of a pickle.
You want chopstick? I give you chopstick. How big do you want your chopstick? We got small, we got medium, we got large.
Just something small that I can just keep on me.
Small? You know, I think you are after a dagger. You want a dagger, my lady?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, he again lifts your arm, he measures the arm from the armpit to the wrist. No, it's okay, Raphael, don't touch you, it's okay. From your fingers, your entire arm. He even measures your head from the top to your chin as well, and he didn't do that for the long sword, so it's a bit confusing, really. He's like, you know, I think I have the perfect dagger for you. You come this way. There we go. And he pulls out a drawer beneath the swords that you just saw him use, and picks up a couple of daggers, measures them, gives them a little look, and then finally on the third or fourth one he picks up and goes, there you go. He slams it on the table. This dagger will stab things for you.
Okay. Any way I can inspect it at all?
Do an
insight check. I'm looking for. I want to look like I know vaguely what I'm doing. If I can find melody inside.
Fine.
That is a 10.
Okay, you see that it is dagger shaped. It's quite short. You pick it up and you investigate it, and you prick it against your finger. You go, yep, that's sharp. That's about it. It looks like good quality steel. It's a dagger.
Okay, how much?
Well, you see, the longsword was 350 for you. For that, we'll say 200. 200 for a dagger, my lady.
Gosh. Okay. That. Yes. Okay.
Thank you. You know, Raphael, he's having a good day today. You know, Raphael works on commission. He likes to sell things. Thank you. Tell your friends. Bring your friends along. I can provide blades for everyone. Kill everything except for me and my children. Don't kill me and my children.
Oh, thank you. Good luck with your children. As I leave the store.
Rowan, we'll move on to you.
So you said there was a shop that looked kind of colourful and interesting.
I did, yeah. Do you want to go towards that?
Yeah, that's Chari's gonna go check that out.
Okay, so you head towards it, you see all the twisty things. It's got like an umbrella, it's got a bubble machine outside. You know, it's got like a little train track going around it as well. It's doing its best to get as much attention to it as possible. And it seems like he hasn't done its research about where he is, because everybody is looking away from it. They're giving it a wide arch as well, and you have to make your way through a couple of people just to get there. But once you get through those people, got all the space in the world to look at. And you look up at its side, it says, Bubbling Boris's Baffling Bits, an array of actually advantageous adventurous artifacts.
Okay.
And you see that the sign is hand-painted, and they've overestimated how big their handwriting is, because the letters get smaller and smaller as you go to the right. So you got big Bubbling Boris's, And then advantageous adventurous artifacts are getting smaller and smaller until it's barely legible.
Are you sure this just isn't me doing a sign? Because that's exactly how I end up doing them.
I guess I'm gonna approach the shopkeeper, just be like, "Hello, interesting store you got here. What sort of adventuring bits have you got?"
Hello there. Hi, welcome to Bubbling Boris's Baffling Bits. Thank you for coming into my shop. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. You got a lot of stuff going on here.
Well, yes. These are my artifacts that I've collected over many years, and well, I'm quite proud, you see. But I need the money, and the wife says this is all useless stuff. I'm no longer an adventurer. You know, I do my best, but have a look around, please. 50% off everything. I don't know how money works here, so we'll see. We'll come to an arrangement. It's okay.
Okay. So I guess Chiari is going to cast his eyes over the selection of various things. Can he am I able to detect anything that's slightly magical or slightly that isn't just junk?
Do you have is it arcane check? Do an arcane check?
Well, yeah, Arcana check. I get 7.
So everything gives off a very small magical aura.
Everything does.
So
Okay.
the things that you see as you look around, there is a couple of pieces of cloth that are folded nicely to the size of napkins. You see a couple of metal rods that are just sort of stacked up in a pyramid type shape. You see a display basket type thing that's full of vials of different coloured liquid. You see a chime that's hanging off the ceiling. You also see a couple of piles of rope. It seems like it used to be a lot fuller, but is now distinctively empty. Like, there's large gaps on the shelves where products used to be. Like, the dust has gaps in it, but there is a lot of dust.
Okay. These vials that you got over here, what's these liquids about? What have these got going on?
Well, great question. Thank you. A couple of... I don't really remember what they all do, but some of them will make you feel better. I'm sure they make me feel better sometimes. Some I don't know. Some are just kind of random. The red ones... I think the red ones are good. Yes, the red ones are healthy for a man, for a person of your stature.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be interested in taking some of these off your hands. What kind of price are you asking?
Well, I have 3 red ones and I have 2 green ones. The red ones I can do for 50. I guess the purple ones I don't. We'll say 100. 100. Yes, 100 for the red one. Purple ones.
And how many purple ones do you have?
Just 2. Just 2. You might have to investigate what the purple ones do. I don't really remember. I don't know.
I'll take them all. All the potions, purple and red.
Okay, that would be 250 in total. Is that right?
Sounds good to me.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And he grabs your hand and he shakes him and he looks you in the eyes. He's like, what? Yes. Oh, that is so good. Thank you.
That's okay. And this rope as well. If I was to buy that off you, can you do me a deal?
Well, I have 2 different lengths of rope. I'm almost sure they do different things. I don't really remember. One of them fixes itself. I've tried to cut it up to set it as smaller pieces, but the other one, I don't know. I have a fight with it every time I try and do something with it. Which one would you like? The mending one or the entanglement one?
Entangling one sounds pretty good.
Okay. I don't know. 50 for potions, 150 for the rope of entanglement.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much. Yes. Oh, this is a good day for Boris. Good day for Boris. Okay. We'll discuss what you've got after everyone's finished shopping, because you'll have to add it through D&D Beyond. But yes, okay, that's fine. Do you want anything else? I don't know. You can. Oh, you're so good at buying. I really appreciate it. Thank you. The rope entanglement was 150, by the way.
Cool. I'm left with 100 after all of the purchases. Okay. I think that'll do me. Well, there's something else you can help me with. Is there any religious areas nearby? Any buildings of prayer, that sort of thing?
Oh, I don't know. Boris only been here for six years. I don't know. Maybe. I think there is a small little convent church thing a Freljordian god just to the left of the market. Yes, I see some religious folks going in there. You could try that. Thank you, by the way. Thank you, yes. Send your friends. I like friends. Please.
Thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
Thank you. Okay, we will now move on to Connor.
I would probably have followed Zeroin
Zero.
into the bright and colourful place.
Right, okay, so...
Because bright and colourful.
So you saw the whole thing, you saw the interaction between Rowan and Boris. Is there anything else you're looking at that you, from the description, you want to go through it again?
Yeah, can you go through it again for me, please?
Okay, so the items left are, there's a couple of pieces of cloth. One is red and sort of scrumpled up together. There's a couple of others that are folded to almost the size of napkins. There's a couple of metal rods. There's about 6 of them from what you can see, and they're stacked up as a 3-2-1 sort of tier system. And all the potions of gone, because Rowan selfishly brought them all. There's chimes hanging from the ceiling. There is one piece of rope left that is sort of circled on the floor.
I think I'd be looking towards the cloth, the rods, and the chimes, to be honest.
Okay. Hello. Another
hello.
person. Two. It's so quick. Oh, this is a bit.
Well, I heard you say for my friend here to invite his friends, so I'm here.
Oh, I love friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. What would you like to look at?
Well, I hope you can. I'm perusing. These rods that you have so neatly stacked, do they do anything, or are they just for stacking?
If you could do a Arcana check.
Yes, I can. That is a 14 plus 3, so 17 total.
Well, those rods, I don't know, they're so strange. Sometimes I can move them from one place to the next, and sometimes they don't even move, and I don't really know where I got them, but the wife really hates them. She trips over them all the time, and I don't like the mad wife. She gets very angry at me. And as you investigate them, you see that there's a singular button on the end of each rod.
I'm just going to sort of grab one of them and try and move it.
Yeah, the top one moves, yeah.
I'll then push the button.
Okay,
Just see what it does.
remains stationary in the air.
And then, obviously, I'll try and move it around.
It's
like,
you cannot move it after that.
Click the button again.
It
And
drops
try
onto
moving
the floor and hits bumbling Boris on the foot. Like, oh no! Oh, I didn't like that, no!
Sorry
I
about
hurt my
that.
foot! And he hops around, grabbing one foot, and Boris's foot hurts!
You'll be fine. You've had the worst, I'm sure. But yes, this could be useful in some weird way. What about the cloth and the chimes that you have?
You see little pictures, almost like patchwork, like knitted into it or sewn into it. And there's just a random selection of pictures. It seems to be no order. There's a picture of a ladder. There's a picture of an empty flask. There's a picture of a single gold coin. There's no rhyme or reason to what these pictures are.
So, Boris, what is this? This is seems a rather unusual assortment of iconography.
Yes, the wife. I think the wife knitted that. She's got from a long line of weird people, of magic people. I don't really know what she did it for, but she says it was a very useful item. I don't know why it's so useful. It's just a cape, really. I mean, a robe, she said, but I don't know. I don't know what it is.
And how much for would you be wanting to part with this?
For the robe? You want to buy the robe? I don't know why you would want to buy the robe.
Because it seems interesting, and it is a mishmash of multiple things. It could, it's not just one thing. It moves about a bit. It is quite interesting.
I mean, she said don't sell it for less than 400, but she's not here, so I can do 300. That works, yeah?
Yes, that would work for me. I believe I've got that somewhere. Start counting out and hand over 300.
Excellent. So, yeah, it takes 300. Oh, this is a great day for Boris. The wife would be so angry I sold that, but it's okay. I made 2 friends today. I'm so happy.
What about the chimes as well? They seem interesting.
The chimes? I don't know. She made them too. They don't really do anything. They make a sound. The sound. Look, I jingle them. And he jingles them, and the door behind you opens. And he goes, and that keeps happening. I don't know why. It's so confusing. The door keeps opening. I don't know why.
I think I know what she's done with us.
You know? Oh, you are so clever.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I have some minor magical abilities as well, and can control certain things.
Oh, well, you are the magic?
A little.
I don't know. I've done adventuring. I've seen magic people, and my wife is obviously a little magical, like I say. But I've never done it myself. I'm not the magical type, you see.
Okay, I understand. We don't all have it in us. But no, I think I'll just stick with the rope for now. Thank you very much, Boris.
Okay, thank you. I'll bring more friends. Boris likes friends. So yes, you bring more friends, please. Okay. Does anyone have anywhere else they would like to go?
If there's anywhere that looks like a book type shop, I'd like to go there.
You did see a bookshop. It looked incredibly run down and empty and dusty and not entirely open, but you did see a bookshop. Would you like to go there?
I would like to go and have a little investigate there.
Okay.
Like all good bookshops, it doesn't look like it's actually open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the Colosseum.
We'll do the bookshop first, and then we'll move on to the Colosseum for a hutch. So, as you leave the Doran's Blades, you walk towards the bookshop. Like I say, it doesn't look particularly open. The wooden exterior, it was a bright green, but it's now faded over time. And you can see little bits that have come away. Even the name is so faded, you can't overly make it out. There is someone standing in the desk. He looks, let's say, asleep, but he could well be dead. It's hard to tell through the dusty windows that haven't been cleaned for a very long time. There are 2 wooden baskets out front, and there's no books in them, but you believe that's where some books were displayed. Do you want to go in?
I do want to go in.
Okay.
I would just gonna open the door very tentatively and just sort of, hello.
So the bell above the door rings, and to your hello sound, the person behind the counter, who is quite an elderly gentleman, got quite a square jawline, square face, very grey, not really too much hair, think almost Bill Bailey-like sort of thing. All with a square head. It really is not.
He's going to black books.
Yeah. He's got rather thick horn-rimmed glasses as well, and what looks about 6 days worth of unshaven stubble as well. And as you walk in and say hello, he goes, hello. What are you doing in my ass?
Oh,
I'm at work.
I'm so sorry. Is this your house?
No, don't be foolish. I'm at work, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I will enter the shop and actually walk in properly.
Okay, so you see the shelves are barren with how little books are. They are covered in dust. No one has been in this shop or cared for it for a very long time. You do, however, see faded signs for each section, and those signs read history, geography, nature, and poetry. Each section has only about 2 or 3 books each, that's it.
I head towards the nature section.
Okay, so you head towards the nature section. There's 2 books in nature. One is called The Fastire and Where to Find Them. The other one is called The Fauna of Faraway Lands.
I'm going to pick up Fauna of Faraway Lands and sort of have a bit of a look at it.
Okay, you look through it, and there's just a variety of fauna that you've never seen in your life. Some of them look almost sentient with the way that they are. They've got mouths and eyes and teeth, even some of them. Some of them are really small, and they've got pictures of vast fields with all of these little white flowers in. And you see some that have legs as well, and they're just walking around, and they are the ones that look most confusing. But as you flick through a couple of pages that you land on, there's one called The Blasting Fruit, and there's one called The Honey Fruit. And as you're reading, the honey fruit actually has health replenishing properties, whereas the blasting fruit is, as exactly as it describes, it is a fruit that explodes when touched.
Ooh. How much for this? Speaking to the gentleman.
I mean, I don't know. I've forgotten, to be honest. 50, 2 for 100, 5 for 100, I don't know.
So 75 for both? This one and the other book here?
You know what? If it gets you out quicker, have 2 for 1.
Okay. I plop 50 on the counter in front of him.
What's that? Oh, the money. Okay. So
Bye.
you took both those books, yeah?
Yeah, I did. I hurried out because that's a great deal. I'm having it.
As you look back through the window, you see the coins have not been touched. He sits back onto his chair and he very quickly falls back to sleep.
Well, I come out very pleased with my dagger on my hip and with my 2 new books that I can't wait to read.
Okay.
Please tell me that the store owner was called Dylan.
Yes, he was. I mean, I haven't thought of a name for him, apparently. So, yeah, sure. I think of a name for him.
Just need all he needs was a little book of calm.
Oh, I did think
Didn't
of
it?
it.
It's all it's missing.
Okay, so Hutch went to see the Colosseum.
Before I do that, is there any plate or chainmail in this shop?
Not in that shop. Do you want to ask Raphael where you might get some armor from?
Yeah, because I need some more armor. Because I need to be front line in.
You want to go next door? Next door is where you'll find a great armor. His name is Zeke. It is Zeke's Convergence next door. You will find some great armor there, I'm sure.
Okay, but before I go, how much would you buy this short sword for?
Unfortunately, Dorrance doesn't allow that. It's old policy now. They had some problems being shown counterfeit swords. They were made of paper or liquid. I don't know. I am not the policymaker. I just work here, I'm afraid. If you'd like, you can phone up customer services and they will be able to help you. But
Someone's worked in customer service before.
Raphael can do nothing.
Okay. I'm going to go next door then and see how much armor it costs.
Okay, so you go next door. It is Zeke's Convergence. You see above the door, it's got the little symbol of Zeke's Convergence. And you go in. Hello! How are you today?
I'll be better if I can find some chainmail or plate.
Okay, well, we do have that. Are you looking to outfit your entire body? I don't know why everyone in Noxus is French.
I blame my accent. It's catchy.
It's the one accent I can do, and that's fine.
No, just chest, I feel, because I don't think I have enough money to get a full body of plate.
Well, I see you've been to Doran's Blades next door. He's a great man. He was once my brother, you know, but not no more. So you want a chain mail for your chest? Well, I mean, a person of your stature, your properties, I think we could go maybe 400, 500 for that.
Can I try and intimidate him to sell it to me for 150?
I'm gonna just say no, because even if you rolled a nat 20, I'm not going to let you do it. Not all the way down to that. No, not. He's not going to give you like 75% off just because you yelled at him. He's also worked in customer service. He's used to being yelled at.
Okay, well, at that point, I'm just gonna sigh and leave and go to the Colosseum.
Fair enough. Okay, but we will move over to Rowan, who wanted to look for a church, I believe.
Yeah, any sort of religious kind of area, something like that.
Okay, you are pointed in what is now to your right, but was originally to the left of the market, by Boris. And you see a religious sort of building. It's got a very small spire. It's not a big thing. It's not like a cathedral or a church per se. But a small little convent that reads, there's a sign outside that says convent.
Okay. So Jerry's kind of going to take a walk towards there to see if the doors are open, see if we can just head in.
Okay, yeah, they are big, like oak doors, but they are open. You can push them in. You notice as you walk towards it as well, this is one of the cleaner buildings in the market square. It's obviously been looked after and well cared for. And the stonework especially is quite nice. You can see that people have given a damn about this building, whereas the Bubbling Boris's and Zeke's Convergence and Dora's Blades, hit or miss about whether or not they're nice to look at. But this one, definitely in pristine condition. So you walk in, and immediately you're opened into a large open area full of benches.
Is there anybody inside with me?
There is, at the very far end, you see a very tall gentleman who has thick blonde hair coming down his back and a red robe on. He is facing away from you and does not look up as you enter.
I think Charis is going to kind of walk down through the pews and just kind of say, good afternoon, Father. Just hoping for a quiet space just for a few moments, if that's all right.
He turns around and says, blessing to you, good sir. May Orn's light be ever shone upon you. And that is when you notice at the far end is I don't want to say large, but it's quite substantial. It's a ram's head, and you recognise it as this is the Church of Orn, who is a Freljordian god, as you may know. And he bows down, and between you and the father, the gentleman, is several swords and anvils and weaponry placed on the floor. It looks like they're quite rusted and been there a while. That is their donation to the church.
I guess Charis has kind of noticed the kind of bow he did towards the ram's head and the weapons beneath it, and just kind of say, interesting for weapons to be in a place of worship.
Orn's might and light shines upon every warrior in Noxus. He loves us all and wishes us the best of deaths and the greatest of battles.
Interesting.
The warriors on the battlefield pray to Orn. I bless their weapons and their armor in Orn's light in order to make them live that little bit longer or die in the most noblest of ways.
You can do blessings.
Some say that I bless things.
I am just passing through. I don't suppose you'd fancy blessing anything of mine on my journey?
Orn's might is for everyone. Bring me your sword.
So I guess, I see. No, I don't have a sword. I have a mace.
That will do.
That'll do. So Tiara just kind of hold it forth.
Thank you. He takes the mace upon you, from you. Sorry. He places it down in front of the ram's head and whispers a few quiet words like, "May all bless this mace, so that this gentleman may fight for his honour and die in the most noblest of ways." As far as you're aware, very little happens, as though beaming light or anything. He just waits a little bit, picks the mace back up, and passes it to you.
Cool. Am I able to detect whether anything has really happened or not?
You can do an Arcana check once again onto your mace.
Sure. All right, let's do an Arcana roll. 12.
It feels a little heavier, but
Okay.
that is about it. You'll have to spend a bit more time, have a proper check of it, if you want to see what difference it's really made.
Cool. I'm going to kind of thank the holy man. And if it's all right with you, Father, I just want to take a sit down on one of these pews for a few minutes.
That's absolutely fine. Please, take your time. Okay. Connor, do you want to do anything else?
Bimbling around, I think I would have noticed is it Tiari, I think?
Mhm.
Oh, no, not
That's
Tiari,
me.
sorry. Cithria, sorry, which is Hutch. Heading off towards the Colosseum and probably just tagged along with them,
Okay.
I think.
So we'll move over to you two then and do the Colosseum. Big Colosseum, giant thing. Outside is a massive sign saying Nox Crane Arena. You see a queue of people in the audience door, and a fair bit to the left of that is a combatant store. And you see a big gentleman with armor standing in front of that. It's got a little red rope in front of it. On the wall attached to the arena is face our greatest battle champion. Groups of 4 only, or death shall be upon you. 600 gold reward.
I don't think it's worth doing. I can't even buy armor with that.
I mean, it could be a bit interesting. I could do with a little bit of a break before we did that, though, because I imagine it might want a bit of a... It might need a bit more of my power, and I don't have a huge amount at the moment.
Okay. Let's go find the pub.
That is a plan I can get behind.
Okay.
I've come out of the shops and I'm sort of looking around thinking, I've got my elk, got my books. Where's everyone gone?
Okay, just as you think that, you see two people that you remarkably recognise walking away for the Colosseum.
Oh, guys! Hi! And I hurry over.
Oh, hello. Good shopping?
Yes, I found 2 books for a really good price.
Oh, that is good.
And it's got these amazing plants with legs and I can't wait.
Plants with... Okay.
I love the idea that these two have got like new blades. Like,
yeah,
this magical array of abilities. Like,
I've got a robe over my shoulder.
I've got a book. Right, okay. Got plants in it.
I'm just going to show the longsword and be like, you should have spent your money wisely.
Oh, I did get this as well. I sort of flashed them the little dagger on my hip. I got that too.
You got a pointy stick.
As long as you can protect yourselves.
And in saying this, she obviously is beaming like this is the best day ever. Aren't I good?
Okay, so you see the large crowd that is just outside the tavern, and there's another one that does have a picture of the Black Rose above its door, or you've got the large crowded one. Every now and then, you see someone falling out of the tavern with the large crowd and throwing up outside of it, and everyone's patting them on the back and going, yeah! Proper cheering it on, like, let's imagine someone knocked over a glass in a pub. It's sort of like that. That's what you sort of get. Like, yay!
What you're saying is we've got the choice of spoons or a decent pub.
Oh, it's spoons or spoons down a dark alley. It really is up to you.
Let's go to the spoons down the dark alley. It looks more fun.
Is that the large crowded one or the Black Rose one? The Black Rose
That's
one
the crowded one.
Yeah.
I think it was good to the rest of the group and go, did that person who gave us gold, he told us to go to the Black Rose one, I believe?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I think we should go there then, because, hey, he gave us money, so at least we can stay here. I hope.
Yeah. Okay. So you go to the empty one, the Black Rose one. That's fine. So you all three of you walk in, and there is nobody else in this pub, or in this little B&B type thing. The person behind the bar is cleaning a glass, but it kind of looks like they've been cleaning the glass since the start of their shift. It is a young lady. She has slick back hair. She's wearing the typical barmaid sort of outfit. Nothing particularly peculiar about her. She looks up and goes, "Oh, kind of surprised to see people here, but okay."
Hello, we were recommended this place to come and stay. I believe it was, who was it who said to come here again? It's a tall imposing fellow. I think he was like a general or something.
Tall imposing general doesn't really narrow it down in these here parts, I'm afraid.
No, that's true. Everybody here apparently is tall and imposing. It's not Jericho, is the other one, I believe.
Well,
But yes, we were recommended. That could be it.
Yeah.
But yes, we were recommended to come here and get some lodgings and look at food and things to stay.
Erico Swain sent you three.
Yes.
Yes. Well, there's actually another one of us, but they're off somewhere else. Oh, and an elk.
Okay. Right this way. The room, upon reference from Lord General Swain, is free. I'm assuming he is covering the tower. If you head up 2 flights of stairs, you will see the rooms available for you.
Do you have a stable area for my elk?
We have where we keep the horses out back.
Yeah, that would do.
Follow the doors just past the toilets, and you'll find some hay and the stables.
We'll quickly be nipping out, and they're therefore housing not in the stables.
Okay, while we're waiting, I'm going to ask for a beer and to put it on Swain's tab.
Yep. There'll be 2, please.
I'm afraid Lord General Sway did not allow beers to be put on his tab. He doesn't drink, and he doesn't believe anybody else should. You can have a beer, but you have to pay.
Can I play rock, paper, scissors for it?
No.
I feel like, how much for 2 beers? Come on.
10 gold.
10 gold? I'm putting 10 gold on the table.
Thank you. Take a seat. You'll have to pull up the chairs. I don't set the tables on challenge day.
Challenge day? Sorry, as you know, we're quite new.
Yes, you must have seen the crowd across the street. It's challenge day at the pub.
I've returned at this point. I've come back.
It's challenge day. Did you not see the people? They do a challenge once a day every week. I don't get any customers in here when it's challenge day, so I don't bother.
Is the challenge to just get as drunk as humanly possible and then vomit in the streets? Because that it seems to be quite successful.
Please, all Noxians can get drunk. No, they have to eat food, and it makes 90% of the people throw up. It's too spicy for them, you see. They cannot handle it. It's made with special Noxian herbs. Most of the Noxians almost die or shit themselves when they eat it.
Just look at us. Don't look at me. I'm not doing it.
You've never heard of the infamous Atakal? Bringer and Rule?
This is like I'd like to say like 3rd day in Noxus. I don't know how actual long we've been here. This is our first day in the city.
Oh, well, I mean, you can try it. You have to go across the street, and if you win, you get a picture on the wall. So, you know, if you lose, you normally throw up. So it's up to you.
So, throw up and maybe shit myself to death, and my only prize would be a picture on a wall.
Well, you get to be sort of infamous for a week or two around the area, and, you know, some shopkeepers like it. I don't know. I don't really.
Yeah, for epic pooing, God.
I mean, if you don't think you're strong enough, that's fine. Okay, 2 beers is 10 gold. There you go. And she passes you 2 tankards of very brown liquid. It's frothing at the top, and it took her a little while to pour it. It doesn't appear that she's very good at using the taps, but she's done her best. But she's new.
I was going to turn to Citra and she'd be like, now take your time with it, because it's fucking expensive. It better be damn good.
I've got a thought. They're saying that the food's not bad, but if we get the cleric to do it, we can test his will with his god.
I like the way you think. Let's do it.
And then
What do you
just
mean?
clank the glasses.
Look, this is it's just a bit of fun and games. He'll be fine.
You think? I mean, it sounded pretty grim.
It's either that or the elk.
Hey! Leave not out of this!
Look, I think no. In all honesty, I think the elk would be easier to persuade because it is an elk. It'll go, oh, brilliant! You've brought me food, and proceed to eat.
It's obviously not as stupid as you.
I would take offense to that, but it is entirely possible. But I think there is more of a challenge in getting Tiari to take part.
Speaking of which, we will move back to Tiari, who was last seen in the church, unbeknownst to her allies' plan. Tiari, how long are you spending in the church?
So, I think Tiari's about done. He's gonna head out of the church and kind of like rub his eyes as he emerges into the light from the darkness of the church, and just kind of be like, right, where is everybody? Oh yeah, what was that pub? Black Rose.
So as you leave the church, you just see your 3 allies enter the pub opposite the large crowd of people.
Awesome. I guess I'm gonna follow after and come inside to try and find everybody.
Yeah, as you walk towards it, you obviously see the Black Rose symbol above the door, and you walk in just as they clink their glasses together.
Hey guys,
Tiari, perfect timing. We have a thing that you need to do.
Oh, sure. What can I help with?
So apparently over the road at the other place, they're having a challenge.
Okay.
And we think you would be a good fit to take part in said challenge.
Me?
So, Tiari, you like food, right?
I mean, I like to eat and not starve, sure.
Okay, and you haven't eaten for a while.
True.
How about we get you some food?
What about an all-you-can-eat buffet?
Wow. Sure. We could probably feed all of us with that.
So the barmaid does pipe up at this point and goes, "Just so we are clear, it's not a buffet, it's one burrito."
Okay, one very large burrito for you.
Oh, okay. All you can eat has turned into pretty much one bite for one person. But, I mean, sure, food is food.
Cool. Okay. At this point, I'm just going to neck my beer and go, let's go!
Do a constitution check.
18.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay.
Genevieve is not feeling great about this idea and is kind of doing that sort of open, closed mouth sort of wobble, like, kind of. She doesn't want Tari to get tricked, but also has only just started making human friends and doesn't really want to ruin this. Is this what the cool kids do? Oh.
Yes, it is.
Okay, do you all leave the Black Rose together to go to the shop on the other side?
Yep.
The pub, sorry. Okay,
Yes.
and you will leave and enter through the crowd. The crowd sort of parts ways, and this pub is incredibly full. But no one's sitting down. There's basically one table in the centre. And everyone is cheering on the next challenger. You see a plate being brought over. A single burrito is on the plate. It seems completely unassuming. It's absolutely fine. It looks burrito shaped as far as you can all tell. And there's one particular guy standing behind the challenger, who is sitting down. He's like, yeah, giving a massage, rubbing his hair, like, come on, mate, you can do this. Just one burrito, eat it all, got a name on the wall, and who knows, they might give us discounts at the stores. Come on, I need that dagger for 100 gold. Let's go. And the
Wait,
gentleman...
That's sort of discounts!
I think he's just changed his idea.
The gentleman who is sitting down lifts up the burrito. You can already see he's sweating from his brow. And he sniffs it, and this was a bad mistake. He pulls away in disgust. His nostrils are burning. You can see him squinting. There's water in his eyes already. And he opens his mouth, goes to take his first bite, freezes, and puts it down, shakes his head, and walks away. The entire crowd starts booing, goes, "Oh no! Boo!" And the challenger and his mate walks out, head held in shame, as he makes his way through the crowd, water covered his face between the water in his eyes and the sweat on his brow. And he walks off. And the guy who appears to be the owner of the pub goes, alright! Who's next to face the challenge of a single burrito?
I'm going to grab Tiari's arm and put it up.
Yeah, just push forwards.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stumble forwards, just like unwillingly, and just the face of just, oh god, this is more than just food.
Okay.
This is the beginning of trust issues within the party.
We seem to have a non-Noxian challenger! And the crowd's kind of booing a little bit, like, boo. But half the crowd's behind you, they're like, yeah, come on, not Noxian. And the owner of the pub is like, okay, for those not in the know, only 3 people have ever completed this challenge. And he points to the wall, and you see 3 pictures. One is of Ugg, who you recognise from when you first entered Noxus. One is of Jericho Swain, and one is of a third person who you've yet to meet, although you vaguely recognise him from when you had your meeting with Lord Darkwill. But underneath is the nameplate Captain Farron, Farron. You notice in these pictures that Ugg and Captain Farron are looking a little bit worse for wear. They're kind of bloated, they're a bit sweaty. They're almost being held up by the camera, the owner, sorry. Whereas Jericho Swain is standing perfectly fine. Kane held out, a smile on his face, and a slight scowl as well. Our 3 victorious champions walked out of here after finishing the infamous Artakel Bringer of Ruin. Will this non-Nox... Sorry, mate, what's your name?
Tiari?
Will Tiari be able to be finishing the challenge? Matilda, bring out the burrito!
Go on, Tiari. You got this.
Okay.
You can do it.
And the lady,
Do
Matilda,
Go
brings
on.
out a singular plate with a burrito on it and places it beneath you. What is your first approach to this burrito?
I'm just kind of like looking down the burrito, looking back out at the crowd, seeing the other 3 in there, and just like
We're just going to respond with a little wave. Thumbs up.
Can I
look slightly worried.
can I figure out anything about this burrito before like Tiari goes in for it?
You could do an insight check if you really want, or another check.
Do
that you think might be
investigation.
better. Yeah, investigation.
Yeah.
That's a better idea. Investigation check.
Yeah, investigation.
I would put it as survival.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll survival.
I'm in, yeah.
That's a good idea. We'll save that for later, but do an investigation check for now.
Can I do an insight?
Okay. Yeah, all right. We'll let you do insight.
Okay, insight. 22.
Nice. This burrito is spicy. You can see inside it, just about, it is filled with chicken that is covered in like a red dust. It's got thick red sauce, and you can see very bright orange peppers inside of it as well. You can already tell with all of your senses, including touch, despite not having touched it yet, that this is going to burn your mouth. The goosebumps on your arm are already standing on end. You can feel it in the back of your throat. It's already in there. It's like, Fireball whiskey is kind of like that already. And you've not even lifted it from its plate yet. You can smell it. You're almost believing that your nostril hairs are actually a little bit on fire right now.
Do you reckon Tiari will be able to cast a spell without anybody noticing?
If that spell
Even though
does
he
not
is-
require a verbal component, yes.
Okay, let me have a look.
Do you have something like chill touch?
No.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Let me see if this might help. So, Tiari's is going to kind of put his hands like over his mouth. It looks more like he's in shock, like at the kind of thought of what he's got about to do.
Okay.
Can he try and cast Shield of Faith on like his mouth and throat?
Do a deception check to see if you can do it without people noticing.
9.
Okay, you just about pull it off. I think your 3 allies see what you're doing. And the owner is a bit suspicious. But they've seen people approach this in many different ways. And as far as they're aware, you're kind of just praying or in awe at the moment. So yes, you can cast a spell.
Cool. So I'm going to do Shield of Faith. The description is a shimmering field that appears surrounding a creature of your choice, granting it a +2 bonus to AC. But I'm going to try and just cast it on my mouth and just.
Okay.
So yeah. And at this point, Tiari's just going to pick up the burrito and go for it.
Right. Do you try and go as quickly as possible, or do you take little bites?
I try to go as quickly as possible because I've got like a shimmering field in my mouth, which I'm keeping my mouth closed, so like beams of light don't come out. So I'm just going and just try stuff it in.
Deep for it in one.
I want you to do a Constitution saving throw, but I will give you advantage.
Is this where the two of us
15.
in the back? The 2 of us in the back are just going down in one, down in one.
They got
roll it
15
again.
and
Yeah,
15
roll
on
it again though,
Constitution.
because you get advantage.
Advantage.
Oh yeah, so that's it. Double roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
7 on the second roll.
15.
Take the higher one.
Okay, it's burning. You can feel the tingling sensation in your mouth, but the spell is doing its job. It's holding it in. You're about halfway through now, though, and you're starting to feel it a little bit more. Like, it's not just in your throat and nose anymore. It's now in the pit of your stomach, which regretfully you did not tell me you were casting the spell on. So your stomach is now feeling a massive shock of spice. It is on fire. It's making sounds Orn himself has not heard from the mountains of Freljord. Okay, so I want you to do a survival check. I'm not going to give you advantage this time.
18 on survival.
You're holding it down. It's not coming back up, which is good because sometimes it does. And anyone who's eating spicy food, the second time is not better. So you're holding it down. You're about 2/3 of the way through. The crowd is in awe at this point because you are doing it and you're doing it damn quickly. Most people would have passed out or crapped themselves by now.
I'm just going to start it off quietly, but just as a Tiari.
I'm going to join in as well.
Just trying to see if we can get people in on it.
Okay, it goes through the crowd. Even the people who were booing you before for being a non-Noxian are starting to believe it as well. Like, yeah, Tiari. And this inspires you to keep going and do a final Constitution saving throw. I will give you advantage once again because of the spell.
Okay, first roll on Constitution is a 15.
Okay.
Second roll is a natural 20.
Yes.
You swallow the last bite and lick your fingers afterwards. And while I'm not going to say you didn't feel the effects, okay, you are sweating, your nostril still feels like it's on fire, your stomach is just churning worse than a butter churner. And you're kind of sitting uncomfortably on your chair, but you do keep it down, it doesn't come back out in any way, and you're taking a few breaths, and the owner goes, "That's it! He's done it!"
To add a bit of panaz, Tiara's going to lick like each of his fingers and cast like a slightly weakened version of Burning Hands, and just like spray a bit of like fire coming out of his mouth. Sort of thing.
The barmaid brings you over a very large glass of milk. The crowd has erupted in cheers. They've been waiting all day for someone to finally complete the challenge. And there is an artist there who is quickly drawing your face.
See, told you it was a good idea.
Never doubted him.
All along.
So why did you set this up for me, guys?
Because we knew you could do it.
Exactly. You turn to Genevieve and just be like, see, there's no problems. He's all fine.
Oh, good.
Just, I wouldn't recommend staying near him while he digests.
Yeah, you now have really bad gas, by the way, Tiari. Just to let you know. And it's not gentle gas, and it's loud, it's violent, and it's very smelly, just to let you know.
I think we should leave him with the elk.
Yeah. Okay, so the crowd is clapping you, they're all shaking their hands like, yeah, well done, Tiari for king! And they're shaking their hands and whatnot as you leave. Well, I assume you leave the pub, you can stay there if you want.
I guess, do we guys need a place to sleep for tonight?
No, we've got one. We've got a place to sleep. Although, if they're willing to, offer a round of drinks to the winner and his friends, I think that would not go amiss.
It sounds like a good idea. Waiter, waitress, barman, bar lady, drinks, please.
Oh, well, I'm afraid we don't offer free drinks for the champions, but the crowd loves a champion. I'm sure one of them will buy you a drink. And everyone rushes forward to offer to buy you a drink.
See, I like this barman. He knows his job.
Take all of them.
You end up all getting one free drink each. That is the limit we're going to do.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Gonna toast it to Tiare.
Yeah, well done.
Hey, Jerry!
Thank you for the free drink.
You're welcome. Just kind of let me know next time before stitching me up.
We didn't stitch you up at all.
Hey, you said you were hungry, and we sorted your problem.
To be
I
fair,
guess you
speaking
did.
of food, I'm also hungry, but I am not touching that.
As you sit down at the bar, you do see behind that there's a picture of 6 burritos. And underneath, on the far right, you see the Atar Kel, Bringer of Ruin nameplate. As you go left, it goes Leviathan, Reckoner, Crimson, Poro, and at the very far left is Demacia. And there's a big X through the Demacia one. And you've got pictures of like chilies underneath one. And obviously it goes like 6 chilies down to 0 for the Demacia one.
I think I might go with. I believe they said it was Crimson, sort of middle of the road. You know, just a bit of kick. Does anybody else want a vaguely normal burrito? No, I'm not ordering anyone Demacia.
I do like poros, I guess. I'll try that one.
Okay, so 1 Poro, 1 Crimson. Yeah.
Cynthia's just going to say no thank you and carry on drinking.
Okay, go for the liquid kind. Okay. Tyria, do you want a normal burrito?
Joyce is going to like let out a burp and a little puff of flame's going to come out. I'm good.
Okay. That's fair. I'll go to the bar. It's like, can I have a Crimson and a Poro?
Of course you can!
How much would that cost us?
For you two, I will give you 10% off, so it's 50 gold!
50? Okay, this place is much more expensive than I thought, but okay, I do it.
Genevieve takes out her 25 share of that and passes it over.
Okay, so
Okay, sweet.
Okay, so you guys are eating.
Although after all this talk of beer, I want a beer now.
So you guys are eating your food. Cynthia's having her liquid lunch. And Tiari is looking a bit worse for wear, but otherwise okay. Fine, like occasionally they let rip a bit of a gaseous fart. Like the crowd would normally be like, "Oh my god, that's disgusting!" But every time you do it, they give a little cheer. Like, hey!
I imagine even at our table, though, like with our little group, there's definitely a bit of social distancing going on.
Yeah.
You do.
Like, just every so I've got the gust cantrip. Just every so often, I'm just wafting it away.
I'm definitely edging away a little bit, like just edging closer to like Elena because I'm like, yep, keep doing the wafting thing.
It's okay.
Like, and I think not can be bad. Good grief.
Oh, he's not with you, or he's not still in the stable?
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Chilling out.
Okay, you guys are eating. You finish your food. You're quite happy. I will call that. I'd say it's a short rest, but I don't know if you need any healing. Do you get much from a short rest? Go for it.
I am sure. I am taking the short rest, but I'm not spending any hit dice.
That's fine. Okay.
So I get all my spells back.
So as you move on and you continue to drink, there's a couple of people who will buy Tiari a beer, but not you guys, I'm afraid. The crowd slowly dissipates. There's a couple of people who fail the burrito challenge. No one is yet to complete it. And as you end the night and the pub starts to close down and less people, you do see Tiari's picture goes up on the wall next to Swain, Ugg, and Captain Farron.
I think you being up there suits you.
And like, looks-wise, he looks somewhere between Swain and Ugg and Captain Farron. Like, he doesn't look like a sweaty pig on a hot summer's day, but he doesn't look quite as composed as Jericho Swain. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm afraid we're gonna have to close up now.
Okay.
Well,
Thank
we
you.
can continue off the road.
Have a great night, and Tiari, always come back next week for more spicy food.
I'm just gonna like look over and be like, I won't.
Okay, so you all leave. Do you make your way across the street to the Black Rose?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Excellent. And will you all make me a Constitution saving throw?
No.
Okay. Which order do you want them in?
We'll go top to bottom from Discord. So whoever's at the top on Discord, and then go down.
So top is Genevieve.
7.
I am a 14.
A little bit better, yeah.
I got a natural 20.
Nice. Very good.
You are cast iron liver.
And finally,
I think the burrito has taken its toll. I got a 3.
Oh! Is that on that one, is it? Or is it... Yeah, it's an up.
Oh, that's a nat one. Yeah, it's a nat one.
so a variety of scores. We'll go with Tiari then, since you got the lowest. In front of you appears a strikingly beautiful lady. She has long purple hair. She is wearing a golden cape. And instead of armor, she's wearing a leather, almost corset type thing. It's revealing a lot of skill, I won't lie, and a rather ample amount of cleavage. And further down, she's wearing very skin-tight tights that really show off the shape of her legs. So, Genevieve, in front of you, you see a strikingly good-looking woman. She has long purple hair. She's wearing a golden cape. She's wearing a leather corset that reveals a lot of skill and cleavage. And she's wearing skin-tight tights as well. Who was next up?
Me with a 14.
Okay, in front of you, you see a remarkably attractive woman. She is wearing a leather corset, has long purple hair, and a golden cape. And finally, it was Hutch, who sees 3 of his friends absolutely mesmerized, standing in the middle of the street, and he cannot, for the life of him, figure out what they're all looking at. They've just sort of stopped randomly and are staring. And then he starts to see a woman come up to him. She's wearing a thick black corset. She does have a golden cape, and she's holding a staff as well. And she touches his forehead. And then you all appear in an underground cave. You are pushed down by the 4 women, all with purple hair, a leather corset, and skin-tight tights. And then they all merge into one person. They sort of shimmer back into one person.
Ugh.
I mean, a little warning would have been nice.
Hello, my dearest. My name is LeBlanc. And I will be your host this evening.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, I guess, but, hello?
Yoris is going to rip a rancid fart. Sorry, nervous.
Speaking of which, congratulations, Tiari, on defeating the Burrito Challenge. I understand not many people have done that.
Yeah, it's kind of defeating me too on the inside.
Just defeating a lot of other people on the outside.
And congratulations on defeating Cled the Cavalier as well. I understand he barely laid a hit on you. So, well done. Well done for that. I understand you've also met Pike. Is that not Pike? Silas. Silas, is that correct?
Oh, yes, the one desperate to start a rebellion? Yes, him. Yes,
Yeah, he told us to come here.
Mhm.
Noxus.
Excellent. And what else did he tell you?
Something about a rebellion and wanting to restart a war, basically.
But why? Why do you need to know that?
I'm afraid I am asking the questions tonight, young lady. And is that the only rebellion you are part of at the moment?
Honestly, I didn't fully commit to the rebellion. I just wanted to get out of the place that hated magic users.
And the rest of you?
I wanted to stay with my newfound friends, really.
I was bored.
I think we're much of a muchness. There are a couple of us who can use magic. So staying in Demacia was not particularly high on our list of priorities. So us leaving, and Silas happened to be a good means of escaping and getting out.
He mentioned they might harm animals, and that's not okay.
It's true. And he pointed us towards Noxus, and in all honesty, everything here is really expensive. So, if Jericho, he said, gave us some funds to get a little bit going. So it was honestly, I go where the money is. He's paying me. He's then if I need to be around to get rid of people who hate magic, then I'm down for that.
Jericho Swale give you money
I think so.
for nothing
Yes, I
in
think so.
return. He just handed out cash, did he?
Yes.
Oh.
I think so. I don't remember agreeing to anything. Do you? So
Is he not just a charitable sort of bloke?
You've obviously not met Swale for very long. But you have met
No, it was only a couple of minutes.
You have met Lord Darkwill, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, they were in the same room together.
And what are your opinions on him?
At what point does this become a conversation where you tell us information?
Not,
Don't think it's going to work like that.
not yet, young lady.
Don't ask, don't get.
Yes, it's true. It's true, Genevieve. Don't worry. Honestly, we weren't in the room long enough to get a feel for him. So I have no idea if he is a good person, a bad person, a good leader, a bad leader. I don't know much.
A cheese.
A what?
A cheese.
A cheese? He's a person, not a cheese.
It's a phrase where I come from. Never mind.
Oh.
LeBlanc sits down on her chair. I'll describe the room to you. I do apologise I didn't do it. Eyes adjust to the brightness of the room. There's several candles lit out. And there's some of the walls, there's some of the table where LeBlanc is now sitting. And there's even some of the floor near where you are sitting. You've all been pushed down onto 4 separate wooden chairs. LeBlanc is on a 5th one. You can tell that it's a matching set. And it's part of the set with the table. On the table, along with the candles that I mentioned before, is some pieces of paper. It looks like maps. You recognise one of them as the map of Demacia and the map of Noxus next to each other. You'll also see some scrawlings. You don't quite make out too many words. That is about it. So, you will have any plans to overthrow Lord Darkwill then?
No, like I said, we just met him. Well, I wouldn't even say we met him. We sort of like 2 ships passing in the night, kind of met him. We. So that would be a really dumb idea to try and take out the leader of a country when you barely understand the country.
I've only just got here. That'd be a lot of effort.
Exactly.
Okay, both of you roll a deception check, but that will give you advantage because you're both telling the same story.
Deception.
Yes. What did I say?
No, you said deception. I was just double checking.
Right, okay. Don't do that. I'll convince I didn't say deception.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh, fuck! I made sure
I'm going to guess that wasn't a dirty 20. Say again, sorry, what was that?
I managed to roll 3 twice.
Wonderful. So LeBlanc looks at you.
Can I add them together?
Almost no. LeBlanc looks at you and kneels in front of you and goes, I think you're lying to me.
I think you're a cheese!
What is it with you and cheese?
And what about
that's okay!
What about you two? When he looks at the other 2 party members, you've not said anything for a little while. Would you like to add anything?
I'm just trying to hold in my dinner.
Which side are you on?
I am on all sides, and she shimmers again, and duplicates of her surround you, and then they shimmer once more and go back in.
That would explain why there's so many of you.
Oh, I like your corset, by the way. So you know about us, clearly, but we know very little about you. I'm assuming you are some sort of a spy is the wrong word. You deal in internal affairs?
My
More
name
like a
My name is LeBlanc. I am the leader of the Black Rose, a group of underground sorcerers controlling Noxus from behind the shadows. And we don't really like new people coming in to overthrow the status quo. And we wanted to see if you were a threat. I see now, looking at Cheese Lady and Burrito Boy over there.
Honestly, LeBlanc, I think we're more of a threat to ourselves at this rate.
That much is obvious. And she slams her fist on the table, like raised suddenly. Sorry, for a spider. I'm hating spiders at the moment. And a third person comes in through the door at the back of the room, walks past you guys and whispers something to LeBlanc. This lady's wearing a mask that's sort of like one of those old doctor's masks, you know, the plague masks?
Doctors.
Yeah. She's wearing one of those heavy earrings, and similar to LeBlanc, is wearing a corset and a golden cloak. Whispers something to LeBlanc, and she nods her head and says, "Let him in then. Suppose I have to speak to him eventually." And from behind you, in comes Jericho Swale. He's walking with his cane, he's got his full black cloak on. LeBlanc, what are you doing with these people? I was just testing their loyalty to you, Swale, obviously, and so far they've not told me any of your plans, despite my best attempt.
She looked really pretty and asked us a few questions. That's basically it.
Yes, sometimes that's all she has to do, isn't it, you little witch? Now, there's no need for name calls, is there, Swale? I've always offered to work with you to get rid of Darkwill. These people barely seem able to get rid of their gas, let alone a king. Well, I have plans for them. Now let them go. Fine, I guess I'll let them go. Maybe I'll have work for them. Maybe they can help me in the future too. And she waves a hand at all four of you. And all four of you appear back in the street, exactly where you were.
Oh,
That
that
was weird.
much?
You know what? I kind of like her, but she does kind of remind me of me, and that doesn't sit too well.
I just hope Chiari doesn't get motion sickness.
Ooh, fair point. I was going to take a step away from Tiara.
Okay, the city is exactly how it exactly was when you left it. It's almost as if no time has passed. The Black Rose pub is in front of you. The lights are on behind you. The other pub is completely shut now. Lights off, doors shut, locked.
So, the Black Rose then? Should we go have a seat?
I need a pint.
You're done.
As you enter, the sun is very low in the sky. You can just see little rays of light coming above the walls of Noxus. But all in all, it is definitely nighttime. This entire day shopping took about 4 or 5 hours. So it's definitely evening time. You've already had your food. It's definitely time for a drink and then perhaps bed.
Oh, Jerry, wait a second. And Genevieve quickly runs to stables and then reappears a few moments later with a small dark coloured bottle. Here, this is for you.
Who's that for?
It's for Tayari.
What is this?
I don't know. You should drink it first and ask questions later.
No, it's figline ointment. It's for later.
Oh,
It helps with burning pains.
I see.
Applied topically.
Oh, I was going to say, do I drink this or
No,
try this?
don't drink it.
Okay, I'll just kind of gingerly take the bottle. Thanks.
It's a figrean plant. It's good for the oil of it, and the ointment is very soothing.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm sure I don't need instructions on where to put it. I'll just figure that out.
Work it out.
I'm sure it'll let you know.
And then we can carry on inside now.
Okay, so you carry on inside. The barmaid behind the counter told you that she overheard that you succeeded in the burrito challenge and offers you all a free drink as compensation.
I'm just going to look at Cythria and just be like, this does not count as you buying a round. You still owe 1 round.
Ah, damn it.
Don't try and outwit a pirate. It doesn't work.
Okay, do you guys spend the rest of your money on beer? Or do you want to save some and go to bed after your 1 free drink?
I would probably go to bed after my 1 free drink because Genevieve is not very used to that much alcohol, and this is probably quite a bit for her.
I think I might stay up for 1 more drink, but
Yeah.
it's been a long day.
That's fine. If it's 100 round, that will be 10 gold from him then.
Ah, damn it.
He's just staying up to make sure he pays. She pays.
There you go, 10 gold's gone.
Okay. The barmaid waves you off to bed, wishes you all a good night. Chiari, what are you doing? Did you have a drink?
I think I just had the 1 free round, and then I'm going to call that a night.
Okay, you all head off to bed. And we shall call it there. Thank you very, very much, everybody. What a session that was, guys and girls. Every player has added a little something extra to their arsenal, whether that's a bit of magic, a new blade, or even a new book to read late at night. Do you think our adventurers made the right choice in bumbling Boris's baffling bits? Or would you have made a different purchase with your 500 gold? Let me know on Twitter at @D20, where you will also get a sneak peek of next week's episode too. In the meantime, I do want to give a huge shout out to both my players and my listeners, without whom it would just be me yelling at a wall for 90 minutes, which is far less rewarding if you ask me. So for now, I bid you farewell, but I hope to see you again very soon.